very excited, Stinky, but you really need to make your mind up. You want to go as Mr. Incredible? Yes, well, I thought it was the Hulk, and you just keep changing your mind, and you really need to think seriously, quite hard, Stinky, about who you want to be dressed up as this year, because I'm getting rather sick of it, I have to say. What's going to happen to the other costume? Yes, well, I think that other costume will go to someone at your school if you're not going to wear it. What's that? Oh, it's story time once again. Yes, it is. Hello, everybody, story time adventurers, one and all, and welcome back to story time once again. Well, Stinky and I are just discussing his costume that he's going to be wearing when he goes trick or treating. That's right, you guessed it, it's that time of year again. And we really are quite excited indeed. We've already started putting up Halloween decorations, getting pumpkins, and lots of treats, lots and lots of baking has been happening here as well. And it's very, very exciting indeed. But Stinky keeps changing his mind, my dear ones. Now he wants to be Mr. Incredible, so I have to go and find a new costume for Stinky to wear before that wonderful night when he goes trick or treating. Very, very exciting indeed, and I'm not sure what I'm going to go as yet. Perhaps I might be Alice in Wonderland. That'd be a pretty frightening Alice in Wonderland. Yes, well, we'll have to see. I might change my mind, or I'm getting like you. I keep changing it all the time. Well, waffling on just a bit, boys and girls. Today's story is called The Spider and the Fly. And thank you, Stinky dear. Now, this is a story that we've had before quite a long time ago, I have to say, in the very early days of story time. But it's such a good one, and I thought because it is the Halloween season, the Halloween month of October, why not read this one again? Because it is a cracker, I have to say. You like this one very much. Yes, I do as well. So I can't wait to read this one again. I think it is good to go back and reread books that you have, and we're getting quite a collection here, I have to say. And here we go, my dear ones. Will you walk into my parlour, said the spider to the fly. 'Tis the prettiest little parlour that you ever did spy. The way into my parlour is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show you when you are there, Stinky. Well, my dear poppets, there's a rather large spider there talking to the little fly, and he is inviting the fly to come with him, although I'm not so sure that that is a good idea. I have my doubts about this spider, I have to say. He does have a very wicked grin upon his face. I wonder if this little fly is going to be safe. Let's hope so. Oh, I hope that she will be. Oh, no, said the little fly. To ask me, Stinky, is in vain. For who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again. You think the fly's in danger? Yes, I think perhaps she might be in danger. And she's a very stylish fly, I have to say. And she's standing there considering whether or not she should go with the spider. I don't know. I have my doubts about him, I have to say. He does seem to me as though he has something rather wicked in store for this poor little fly. Oh yes, I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. And she has a suitcase with her as well. I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed, said the spider, Stinky, to the fly. There are pretty curtains drawn around, the sheets are fine and thin, and if you'd like to rest a while, Stinky, I'll snugly tuck you in. Oh, he'll snugly tuck her in. Oh dear, I don't like the sound of that. And there's the cunning spider sitting there, trying to sweet talk that innocent little fly. Oh dear, I am feeling rather on the edge of my seat, I have to say. I'm just not too sure about this spider. I feel like something dreadful might be about to happen, although I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. Oh yes, we just have to wait and see. He's got very long legs too, this spider. Oh no, said the little fly, for I've often heard it said they never, never wake again, Stinky, who sleep upon your bed. What's that? You feel very frightened for the little fly. Yes, I do as well. And Stinky, I do believe there's a ghost of a bug there hovering in the room. Oh dear, well that's not a good sign, my dear ones. There's a ghost there of another bug hovering in the background. Well, he must live there with the spider. I wonder what happened to him. I just don't know. I suppose we'll find out very, very soon. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I'm feeling rather frightened, I have to say. Said the cunning spider to the fly, "Dear friend, what can I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you?" Yes, felt for you. I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome, Stinky. Will you please take a slice? What's that? You'd be out of there. Yes, I'd be out of there quick smart too. Well, my dear poppets, there's the fly sitting at the table, and there's all sorts of other insects and horrible things there on the table as well that I do believe the spider has had for his lunch at some stage. Yes. Oh dear. And this silly little fly does not seem to be aware of the danger that she is in. Goodness gracious, what is going to happen? I just don't know. "Oh, no, no," said the little fly. "Kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, Stinky, and I do not wish to see." Well, there she is there, and I think the silly little fly has just realised that she is in a lot of danger. What on earth is she going to do? I think she might be too silly to even get out of there. I just don't know. But if she's not careful, she might end up as the spider's lunch. But let's hope not. Let's hope that she finds a way to get out of there. Oh dear, perhaps this story might just have a happy ending, even if it is a bit of a Halloween tale. "Sweet creature," said the spider, "you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings, how brilliant are your eyes, Stinky. I have a little looking glass upon my parlour shelf. If you'd step in one moment, dear, you shall behold yourself." Oh, now he's trying flattery. He's trying to flatter the silly fly and hoping that that will work. Will this silly fly fall for his tricks? I don't know. Maybe she will. Maybe she just might fall for this cunning spider's clever tricks. She should never have gone there in the first place. Silly fly. Very, very silly indeed. "I thank you, gentle sir," she said, "for what you're pleased to say. And bidding you good morning now, Stinky, I think I'll call another day." Oh, she's woken up. Good Lord, she's woken up. She's realised that the spider is up to no good, and she has decided to leave. That's right, you silly fly. Hurry up and get out of there right now. It is not a safe place to be. Oh, she is quite silly, this fly. Very silly. The spider turned him round about and went into his den, Stinky. For well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. Come back again! She's going to come back again. Oh, she's mad. So he wove a subtle web in a little corner sly and set his table ready. Oh, set his table ready to dine upon the fly. Oh, good gracious me. Well, I was right, my dear ones. He has plans to eat the fly for his lunch. Oh, look at him there with his top hat as well. He's a naughty, wicked spider, but a very handsome one indeed, and I do like that top hat. But I feel as though the little fly is going to come to a rather unfortunate end. I do feel that, I have to say. Fingers crossed that I'm wrong. Good gracious. Then he came out to his door again and merrily did sing, Stinky. Oh, he's singing. He's a bit of a showman, this spider. "Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple. There's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead." Oh, dull as lead. And look at him there doing a soft shoe shuffle there. the spider up there leaping about, dancing away there, on the very top to me of which looks like a doll's house. On the roof of a doll's house, perhaps that's where he lives. That would be a very good home for a spider, I think, in a doll's house. Oh dear, he's quite confident indeed. He thinks he is going to have this fly for lunch. Alas, alas, very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wily flattering words, Stinky, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hue, thinking only of her crested head, poor foolish thing at last. Oh, look at him there. Yes, he thinks he's quite suave indeed. He's kissing the fly, my dear ones, on the hand there, being quite the gentleman. Although I think there's something terrible that's about to happen here. I just feel it, I really do. Silly fly, and I thought she was leaving. Very, very silly indeed. Oh, good Lord! Up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. She's in trouble now. Yes, she is in trouble now, Stinky. And we'll turn the book around so the dear ones at home can see. Well, I'm afraid my suspicions were right, my dear ones. The spider has caught the fly and now it is absolutely too late. I don't know how she's going to get out of this situation. I really don't. Oh, good gracious me, how dreadful. Oh yes, it looks like it's curtains for the fly. It really does. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den, within his little parlour, Stinky, but she'd ne'er come out again. Well, there's the little fly there, my dear ones, and she is wrapped up snug, very, very tightly there, wrapped up in web there, and I'm afraid it's going to have to be a miracle in order to get this fly out of the spider's web. Oh dear, I was afraid that this might happen, I have to say. If only she'd left. But oh dear, it looks like it's going to be very unfortunate for this fly. And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you ne'er give heed unto an evil counsellor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a lesson, Stinky, from this tale of the spider and the fly. Oh, well, and there she is there. She's a ghost now. She's joined all the other ghost insects, of course, because the spider did eat her for lunch. How unfortunate! The end! And that was called The Spider and the Fly. A very ghoulish, Halloweenish tale, I have to say, but one I did enjoy reading again very, very much. Oh, The Spider and the Fly. I do like that one, Stinky. It is a cracker, isn't it? Yes, it is. And of course, perfect for Halloween. Well, Stinky, we've come to the end of story time once again. You still haven't decided on your costume. Yes, well, you've got a bit of time left to decide, Stinky. It's a few weeks until Halloween, but you really do have to come to a decision. All right, then? It's time to say goodbye to the boys and girls. Yes, it most certainly is. Well, mums and dads, boys and girls, of course, we have come to the end of story time once again. Perhaps you could get out your Halloween costume, or perhaps you could get your decorations out and start decorating your house, or perhaps you could read a book about a very silly little fly. And as always, my dear ones, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, bye!